Welcome to Willow Warrior. I'm your host, Hunter Cambrin, and to my right, I have our contestants.
Keegan Faust, freshman, basketball player.
Jordan Waring, freshman, baseball player.
Kayden, freshman, basketball player.
Alright, now that we know our contestants, let's get to the rules. So the rules are real simple. You get to spin. If you spin something that isn't, lose turn or go bankrupt, then you get to guess a letter or the phrase. When you guess a letter, you may only guess a consonant, but you do get to guess one vowel on your turn. So to start, we're actually going to play a simple game of rock, paper, scissors. Alright, so Kayden gets to go first, and the phrase for this category, or the category for this phrase, is Missouri created food. So Kayden got 10 points. What are we guessing?
Is one letter a P?
Is there a P? There is not a P. So Keegan, it's your turn. 60 points for Keegan. Let's guess the letter.
Do we have an S?
Is there an S? There is not an S. Alright, Jordan. Let's see if we can get one off the board now. Jordan got bonus, so he gets 100 points, and he gets to guess two letters.
Is there an R?
Is there an R? There is an R, and you get to guess another letter.
Is there an N?
Is there an N? There is no N. Alright, Kayden, your turn. Kayden got 60 points. What are we thinking?
Is there an 8?
Is there an H? There is no H. Alright, Keegan. Alright, so Keegan got 35 points. See if we can get more than one letter off the board.
Can I get an O?
Is there an O? There are plenty of O's for you. That's your one vowel for this turn. Let's go ahead and spin it again. See if you can get this one. Oh, but Keegan goes bankrupt. Alright, so you lose your turn and all your points. Alright, Jordan. Go ahead and go to spin. Jordan gets 60 points. And what letter are we going to...
Is there a T?
Is there a T? There are two T's. Alright, let's go ahead and spin again. $55 points. What are we thinking?
Is there a D?
Is there a D? There is no D. Alright, Kayden. Kayden got 100 points. What letter are we guessing?
Is there an A?
Is there an A? There is an A, and that is your one vowel for this turn. Kayden got 80 points to spin. Let's see what letter we're guessing.
Is there a Y?
Is there a Y? There are two Y's. Alright, let's spin again. Alright, so you got a free spin, so you get to guess the letter. Even if you guess it wrong, you still get to spin again.
Is there a D?
Is there a D?
I guess
So that's already been guessed. But you do get to spin again, even though you guessed the wrong letter. So Kayden got 90 points. What are we thinking?
Is there an F?
Is there an F? There is no F. Alright, Keegan. Alright, Keegan got 90 points.
Is there an E?
Is there an E? There are plenty of E's as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get another spin. And he goes bankrupt once again. He loses points and his turn. Alright, Jordan. Jordan just hung on to 250 points. See if you can round this out, or you want to keep guessing some letters.
I'll guess the letter. Is there an M?
Is there an M? There is no M. Alright, Kayden. See if we can round this one off. 80 points for Kayden.
Is there a B?
Is there a B? There is a B. Alright, let's go ahead and spin it again. See if we can get the phrase or get some more points. Oh, but he loses his turn. Alright, Keegan. Keegan got 25 points.
Can I guess the word?
You can guess the word.
Is it ooey gooey butter cake?
It is ooey gooey butter cake. So good job, Keegan, for guessing the phrase. Alright, so our leaders in points right now is Jordan with 465, Kayden with 420, and Keegan having the unfortunate route with 25. Alright, let's move on to the next phrase. So the category is stadiums in Missouri. So let's do rock, paper, scissors, see who gets to go first.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Alright, Keegan, you get to go first. Keegan with 55 points.
Can I get an A?
Is there an A? There is an A. Alright, that's your vowel for this turn. Alright, you got the bonus, so you get 100 points and 2 letters.
Can I get an S?
Is there an S? There is no S, but you do get to guess another letter.
Is there a T?
Is there a T? There is no T, so that sucks. So back to you, Jordan. Oh, Jordan with 5,000 points. All right, what are we thinking?
Is there a D?
Is there a D?
Yep.
There is no D. All right, Kayden. Oh, and Kayden goes bankrupt. So lose your turn and all your points. All right, Keegan. Oh, and Keegan gets 5,000 points as well. What are we thinking?
Can I get a H?
Is there an H? There is no H. All right, Jordan. See if you can get one. And Jordan gets a bonus, so he gets 100 points and 2 letters.
Is there an L?
Is there an L? There is no L, but you two get to guess another letter.
Is there a U?
Is there a U? There is no U. Alright, Kayden. This one seems pretty tricky. Let me get it. So Katie got 40 points, back on the board. What are we guessing?
Is there a O?
Is there an O? There is no O. Alright, Keegan. Let's get more than one thing off the board now. Keegan got 35 points.
Can I get an E?
Is there an E? There are plenty of E's for you. Alright, let's go ahead and spin again. And that was your one vowel for the turn. And then he goes bankrupt for a third time. Loses all his points, falls to last. Alright, Jordan. Alright, Jordan got free spin, so you get to guess a letter and spin again.
Is there a B?
Is there a B? There is no B, but you do get to spin again. Alright, Jordan got 10 points.
Is there R?
Is there an R? There you go, you get 3 R's. Alright, let's go and spin again. Jordan got 10 points again. What are you thinking?
Is there a C?
Is there a C? There is no C. Alright, Kayden. Alright, Kayden got 50 points. What are we thinking?
Is there an M?
Is there an M? There is no M. Alright, Keegan's. Alright, Keegan got 25 points. Back on the board.
Can I get a P?
Is there a P? There is a P. Alright, let's go ahead and spin again. Seems like someone's a little confused there in the middle. Alright, you got 60 points.
Can I get a K?
Is there a K? There is a K. Alright, you got the bonus. You get 100 points and 2 letters.
Can I get a V?
Is there a V? There is no V. We do get to guess another letter.
Can I get a G?
Is there a G? There is a G. So let's go ahead and give another spin. And then we go bankrupt. For the 4th time. Alright, Jordan. Well, I thought you were going to go bankrupt as well. But Jordan got 80.
Is there a Y?
Is there a Y? There is no Y. Alright, Kayden. Alright, so Kayden got free spin. So what are you thinking?
Is
Is
there an N?
there an N? There is an N. And then you get to guess or spin again. And then we lose our turn.
Why can't I get one?
That's unfortunate. Alright, Keegan. See if we can get back on the board. Alright, 35 points for Keegan. What are we going with?
Can I get an I?
Is there an I? There is an I. And there's only one letter left. So why don't we spin again and if we can get the phrase. Almost at 100 points there. We got it, or almost 5,000 points. We ended up with 100. There's only so many letters it could be.
No. Can I get a J?
Is there a J? There's no J. Alright, Jordan, you kind of just passed the torch to you.
I just did whisper.
Why don't we go ahead and spin? And then guess the letter.
Top
That's the
easy.
bonus, so
Is there a F?
is there an F? There is no F. Alright, well, spin again, Jordan. Or, sorry, guess again.
Is there a W?
Is there a W? There's no W. Alright, Kayden, there is 3 letters it could be. So let me spin it. Almost had 5,000, but we ended up with 55. Come on, we have to get it now.
Alright, an X.
Is there an X? There's no X. Alright, Keegan. It's been a long round.
Can I
Keegan
get a
with
Z?
10 points. And you got the Z
I just realized.
to round it off with Energizer
I
Bar.
just realized what it was right there.
Alright, well congrats to Keegan for getting it and going bankrupt like 3 times. So our points for this round are Jordan with 5,765 points, then Kayden with 145, and to round it all off, Keegan with 145 points as
Let me
well.
tie you.
Alright, let's move on to the next phrase. Alright, so our last phrase, the category is common phrase. Alright, so let's do rock, paper, scissors. You get to go first.
Alright. You want me to?
Alright, Keegan. Yeah, let's start off strong this time. You get free spin.
I'm gonna start off with an A.
Is there an A? You are going to get a few A's. Alright, let's spin again. 50 points.
Can I get a W?
Is there a W? There is no W. Alright, Jordan. Ooh, you barely avoided that bankrupt. Well, you got 25 points.
there a T?
Is there a T? There is going to be a couple T's for you. Alright, let's go ahead and spin it again. Alright, we got 50 points.
Is there a B?
Is there a B? There is a B. Alright, Jordan, let's go ahead and spin again. Alright, we got 100 points. What are we thinking?
N.
Is there an N? There is an N.
This actually applies to your life, man.
No.
Please go there,
No.
Oh my god.
Alright, you got free spin, so you get the letter.
Is there an H?
Is there an H? There is an H.
Yeah, I gave you an H.
Yeah. Alright, well let's go ahead and spin again. And we hang on to the points. We got 35.
As long as somebody's
Let's see what we're gonna go with today.
Is there an E?
Is there an E?
You don't know what this is?
You are gonna get a couple E's with that.
No.
Jordan.
No, I don't know what this is.
Alright, let's go ahead and spin again. We only have a few more boxes left.
Our brain's not working yet.
It gets free
Why,
spin.
bro?
So let's see what you're gonna guess.
Is there an R?
Is there an R? There are 2
Do
R's.
you know what it is?
You have 2 more letters left.
I'm like putting them together. I know what the last word is, but I don't know what the second one is.
Well, let's spin. Help clear your
Oh.
mind.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, you can spell it.
Better late than never.
It is better late than never. And you rounded off with 90 points.
Took me a second.
So, our final scores are going to be Jordan with 5,975, Kayden with Keegan with 195, and then the last is going to be Kayden with 145 points. So, congrats to Jordan for coming and playing and taking the win. Good job, Keegan, for bouncing back after those plenty of bankrupts. And Kayden, thanks for playing. Come back next time.